Coming to you live on tape from Studio 306, this is Times Today, Northside Middle School's weekly announcement broadcast. Today is Monday, February 5th, 2024. Now let's go to the newsroom with your hosts, Sarai and Jaylee.
Good afternoon, Titans. I am Jaylee, and welcome to this week's edition of Times Today. This weekend, I went on a run with my pet hamster named Billy Bob. What did you do? With that being said, let's turn to the news. This is a reminder for you and your parents. Our doors do not open until 8:45 every day, and to please not drop your student off before then for your safety, because kids are unsupervised and it's cold outside. 8th graders, do not forget about Parent Night, February 8th, for parents to get a chance to learn your schedules and important opportunities that are available to students at Central. This will be held at Central. Come support the music department by bringing the family out for NMS Cafe for a post-Valentine's Day spaghetti dinner. This will be from 5 o'clock p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Your meal ticket will include the following: spaghetti with red sauce, breadstick, salad, and water or lemonade. Prepackaged desserts and soda can be purchased separately. Also, enjoy hearing the jazz choir and jazz band at 5:30 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. Finding music student to purchase a ticket for $5 per person. Tickets at the door will be available for $7 per person. Free for ages 2 and under. Come to our Black History Month concert February 16th at Northside at 2 p.m. That will take us on a trip through Black history and music. There will also be a couple concerts at Central February 29th at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. This is free and open to the public. And those are our top stories for today. Now let's go to Brianna and Kaden to hear about this week's weather and what happened on this day in history.
Thanks, Sarai. Looking at today's weather, look for conditions to be cloudy with a high of 41 degrees and a low of 24 degrees. The rest of the week looks to include cloudy with the highs in the 40s and low in the 40s. Then taking a look at the weekend, this Saturday will be rainy with a high of 47 degrees and a low of 39 degrees. And Sunday will be rainy with a high of 46 degrees and a low of 34 degrees. That's all the weather here in Titan TV Land and Beyond. Now here is Kaden with what happened on this day in history.
Thanks, Gabriel. On this day in 1576, Henry of Navarre, later Henry IV of France, engineers with catalysm at Tours. Also on this day in 1985, Cristiano Ronaldo, who was a famous soccer player, was born in Fitznul, Portugal. Also in the sporting world, 1921, the Yankees purchased 20 acres in Bronx for the Yankee Stadium. Finally, today is National Weather Person's Day.
Thank you, Kaden. Now time to see what our Titans have been doing in the world of Titan sports. Take it away, Carlos.
Good afternoon, Titans. It is time for sports, and an exciting yet short week of sports we have ahead of us. But first, let's look at some results. Our 8th grade basketball teams ended the season by facing Southside Middle School at the Muncie Fieldhouse last Wednesday. Both teams were victorious. Our 8th grade girls won with the score of 33-6, and our 8th grade boys crushed the Panthers with the score of 64-34. Way to go, Titans. In the world of esports, Thursday, the Rocket League team will be competing in a match against Uray Indianapolis Middle School. That's all I have for sports. Let's take it back to the desk with Sarai.
Thank you, Carlos. It is now time to say happy birthday to some Titans and test your knowledge with this week's trivia challenge. Take it away, Rion and Amira.
Thanks, Carlos. We are excited to celebrate our Titans by wishing them a happy birthday today. Happy birthday to Evan H., Jayla I., Rajan H., Janila B., Anelissa T., Javon B., Mason H., Brandon S., Imani S., Rihanna D., Alexander H., Sophia G., Ani S. Those are all of our birthdays. Let's move on to trivia with Diane.
It's time
Time once again for Trivia Challenge. Last week's answer for how many times a week do we have double notch on line? 3 days a week. The following success classes guessed the correct answer: Santon, Turner, Boggs, Earl, Newman, Minerding, Harris, and Wright. Now for 1 point, here's this week's question. What color was Sarai's headband in the last broadcast? Discuss as a class after the broadcast, and good luck on this week's Trivia Challenge.
Thank you, Diane. Students, remember to get involved in at least 3 clubs or sports. So to help with this, here's our club news for this week. Do you like Pokemon? If so, we are offering a Pokemon club. It is on Mondays at 4 to 5 p.m. in Miss Minerding's room. Do you like to create things? Then Craft Club is the place for you. If you are interested, Craft Club is Mondays at 4 to 5 p.m. in room 213. If you like jazz music and you like to sing, Northern Lights is the place for you. It is in Girl Boss Denny's class at 8 a.m. to 8:45 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Enter at door 8, and this is open to anyone. Do you like jazz band music? If you do, we have a club for you. It is in the band room on Wednesdays from 8 a.m. to 8:45. You do not have to be in band, but you do have to have played an instrument for at least a year. FCA is on Fridays from 8 a.m. to 8:45 a.m. in Mr. Osborne's room. Enter at door at 4. That's all the club news we have to report on today. Remember Mr. Williams' Challenge 3 to be involved in at least 3 clubs or sports. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's broadcast. Until next time, I'm Sarai, and this has been your Titans Today by Students for Students. Remember that Titans are a team and the secret is effort, and always stay classy, Titans.
This has been
How to wake up at 5 a.m. every day. Set your alarm for 5 a.m. Then when it wakes you up, you will have accomplished your goal, so go back to sleep.
production.